to try and contest Sponge on his Raptor Cam. Not sure about that one, but let's see who's going to win the level 1. As Scout is rotating over, and Owner is going to have to turn tail.
He's going to have to call FAKER. FAKER, please.
Yeah, the Blast Cone going to cause some shenanigans here, as Owner is definitely dead. It's just who's going to kill him. That's the question. Flash over from Scout, and he will be able to collect that first blood. There was no mid lane there, wasn't actually able to contest. So pretty cute, just comes on over, takes the buff away. Nongshim still have a decent gold advantage though, largely based on that first blood, as we know already, but the bottom lane doing just fine, top lane doing just fine. As Diablo taking a lot of damage here. Sponge coming in at exactly the right moment, but Diablo might just be dead. So close to being wiped out as the flash from Carrier will be able to pick it up. He does get traded immediately, but that means Diablo is not there to pick up this wave.
Exactly, that's the main part of it. That's a great call from Carrier.
Just, you know, don't get too far ahead. Give us a game. As there's a backflip from FAKER. Arcane Storm does go down, and the flash comes on through. FAKER finds the solo against Scout in this mid lane, and Wolf, I think maybe the pendulum has just swung back, much like our opening video, as Sponge trying to find FAKER here. The Cyclone going to try and interrupt him though, as there is the backflip, and FAKER will be able to help Owner grab the kill. There's a nice bubble to connect from Pleta, but Pays is just going to kill him in a response. Okay, well, very close to. Fire kick, just going to do a little bit of work here towards Diablo, who is desperately just hoping that he can pick up this minion wave. He might be able to do so.
Watch FAKER here. So he's going to look for it. Gets the, man, that shuriken. Backflip was so clean.
Pretty perfect execution. That is a solo kill from Doran as well.
Catch that wave.
FAKER going in, looking for it one more time, as Scout is just dead. Perfect execution, gets FAKER out of there in the nick of time, and oh my goodness.
Or at least we're thinking about it. We'll need to actually win a fight.
You just needed to hit that Raptor once. Oh my goodness, that was very depressing. He might be able to win this Smite War though, as teleport in from Kingen, looks to make his way down. Doran comes on forward. Scout looking for an angle there as well, but FAKER just goes into the back line. Not sure about this one, as he is taking so much damage. Surviving for the moment, though, as finally the kill does come through. The Dragon is secured by T1, but both of the solo laners are now dead. Carrier limping away from this one, as there is the man drop from Sponge to get the flash on forward to kill the Melio.
Did FAKER just, you know, Akali can't deny TPs because she doesn't have CC. Did he just time the backflip to follow? That was crazy. I think that's what he did.
Actually do
I think he did. I think that's how he got into that fight, which
Nongshim now back in the driving seat once again. And Sponge might actually be able to grab Shelly unless T1 just decide to start a fight instead. Diablo very strong at this point in time, as Pathmaker going to deny the CC there from Doran. Tidal Wave comes on forward. Pays is able to take down Sponge, but Owner is likely to die as well. Kingen looking very low as FAKER does get bubbled, but gets the work done beforehand. And now Diablo able to get that barrier down and keep himself alive. Scout now in trouble, gets pulled back, and the dash cannon comes on through. There's the Arcane Storm. Pays taking so much damage, has to flash to get out of the way, and Pleta is an angry... See where Shelly is going to go. That mid lane is looking already pretty low, so maybe that's not where they're going to go. But 2 minutes on the Mountain Soul Dragon.
Yeah, it is first turret going to go over to FAKER there on the bottom side of the map. Before this Herald can actually secure it for Nongshim, unfortunately, but they still get the mid turret, which is more valuable. FAKER is pushing all the way to the inner, though someone is eventually going to have to answer this Akali, who decided, I don't know if he had teleport actually to follow Kingen last time around when he did do that
he didn't actually have it.
He has it now, but if they need him, he can be called upon, as Doran is looking for another solo.
Yeah, doesn't quite find that damage, and he's underneath the turret. So Sponge will just kill him, and there he goes.
Okay, so they can set up the swap I was talking about. Well, FAKER took too much damage, so he is going to back. Instead, I was going to say Doran could TP to answer the Victor push. So FAKER has to walk down to answer it, in fact, because he took all that damage. They decided to keep the Cassante pushing, and that means Scout is going to pick up a lot of money here, actually. I thought they were going to have Doran TP down and keep FAKER on the top side after that attempted solo kill, but instead, it's going to be a Doran pushing. Dragon goes over, turret goes over, and Nongshim are keeping this game incredibly close, and their comp scales really well, so... Starting to get a little bit worried that if T1 made one or whether he could see the Akali or not. And the same thing kind of with Rumble as well. Speaking of Rumble,
Yeah,
He is not alone.
He is not. Sponge is going to rotate down. Let's see whether Doran can find anything here. He still wants it as he's got friends on the way. Pathmaker comes in. Should be able to pull Kingen out, and he does do so, but they're dancing on the barbecue, and that is the Wukong being taken down. The rest of Nongshim will turn up as well as the culling just to try and deter them. But the Arcane Storm will catch up, at least for the moment. Does finally dissipate as now Diablo, with that extra movement speed, the dash is on forward and just joins up with Carrier, and Doran gets himself out of there.
All right, Faker, by the way, getting a lot of money here in the mid lane while all this is happening. Did not have TP, and I think he thought that they had enough members to actually get those kills without him.
Oh, that fire kick just beautiful there from Carrier on the disengage way out of there. Now no Grand Starfall available here for Nongshim, but Owner is very far away. Faker did ult in that last one, so won't have that for the ensuing fight. As now Diablo getting taken down very, very low. The culling is absorbed by most of Nongshim as there's the equalizer to try and separate them. The all-out from Doran gets into that backline as now the Wukong makes his presence known, but the bubble is so good from Pleta. Pei's now trying to kite this one out, and Sponge has fallen. But both junglers being dead doesn't necessarily guarantee a dragon for either team. Nongshim, they take control of the area though. They grab the kill onto Pei's, and that should be another Drake going over to them.
Faker might be in trouble here. I mean, there's not really much of a way out. Let's see what he can
Doran
do.
Kens the back. I'm not sure about that one. Is now Pleta. Can you stay alive? Faker almost killing both of them. As now Doran is trying to get on in here. Scout wanting some revenge though, as Faker realizes that he's going to have to try and go for it. The Death Ray is named correctly, and both solo lanes, after some heroics, will fall for T1, and Nongshim will take the dragon.
I think we're going to 3 games, Atlas. I think
Nongshim.
that exchange for Nongshim, notably the tidal wave, is going to be down here.
Oh, Diablo. My God, the damage from that phosphorus bomb was just gigantic. The culling goes in. Diablo right in that front line as Doran looking to try and cut him up. They do take down the Corki. There goes the Victor. The damage is just missing outside of Kingen, whose equalizer does come on down. At least he gets rid of the Cassante. But now Faker looking for even more. And T1, they've got Baron on the mind. It only cost them Doran in that fight, and I think they should be able to take this.
I think there's just too many T1 members here for Kingen to be able to stop this, and Pleta doesn't have his tidal wave. See what he can get done here, but I think this Baron is T1's.
I mean, it does still do a fair bit of damage here as Faker takes both harpoons. Kingen is super healthy at this point in time, but Owner has got Smite. They're not going to be able to stop the Baron. The question is, can they get anything off the back end of this fight? No teleports are going to be respawning, and now they're looking to just try and turn this 4 versus 2, and despite the health bars, I think that Kingen and Pleta overstayed their welcome. They were just watching as the Baron goes down, and then they died.
As you'll see here, he did hit a few harpoons on the Faker and did a lot of damage, but there's 4 members here. There's no smite for Nongshim. There's no way they're going to deny this, and they cannot stop the Baron, nor will they get out with their lives. And what felt like a 1 game here for Nongshim is tossed to the Wolves.
Yeah, now Faker is just going to kill Sponge. 5-point strike gets him another solo kill here in this game, moving to 5-2 and 3. The Rebel Baron power play cresting the 3,000 gold mark. And remember, before that happened, Nongshim were in the lead. And now it has all just gone pear-shaped. T1 decided that the circus is over. It's time for some winning. Oh my goodness, the culling just destroys Pleta. Half of it. Enough to kill him from 100 to 0.
They're sort of ripping these turrets off the map. Inner and mid is just gone. Bottom lane, no answer. Faker's pushing these Baron minions up to the top one as well. They're now going to start to siege this inhibitor turret. 2 inhibitor turrets will be sieged here briefly as Pei's can just walk up to Scout. Like, Scout has to be careful.
Yeah, he does manage to go gold, and the Arcane Storm is doing a fair bit of work here, but they are diving this turret, and there's nothing they can do about it. Faker somehow died elsewhere on the Rift, but I'd go 3 for 1, I'd say 4 for 1, sorry, and I'd say that that's probably pretty good. Did Faker go 1 for 1? He did. So we take those. Sponge taking a fair bit of damage here as well, but these Nexus turrets are not long for the world. And just after we were saying that we felt like we might be going to 3 games, T1 were like, hold my beer. And they are now just going to be going home with another 2-0 victory. And the Nongshim woes are going to continue, moving to 13 games in a row that they've been unable to find a victory. And as the Rebel Baron power play ticks over to about 8.2k, the Nexus will